Hey everyone, it's Kim, Angel Dream Crafts, and I am here with part 2 of my avocado dyeing, and I'm really pleased with the results. So let me share with you what happened. And in part 1, you saw me putting everything into the pot. After I took everything out, I squeezed it really well, and I hung it up to dry. And then it took not too long, really. Laces don't take that long to dry. So I left them out outside until just after dinner, and they were pretty much dry. The only thing that I didn't put outside, and I'm going to show you that first, is my seam binding. I hung that in my bathroom, and it dried really fast because it's seam binding. But what I did was I checked it when it was still very damp, like not very damp, but damp. And then I brought it into my craft room and I squished it up into a very tight ball. Very tight ball while it was still a bit damp. And I just left it on my table. And overnight it sat in this very tight little ball. And this morning, miracle, I opened it up and look, crinkled seam binding. Isn't that cool? And look at the beautiful soft pink color that I got. It's so pretty. It's the most beautiful petal pink color. It's really just the perfect color of pink. I love how it came out. And also I wanted to mention too, you saw what was in the pot yesterday. I had quite a bit of liquid left over. So I did put the pits and the skins and the leftover liquid in a Ziploc bag, and it's in my freezer. So now I can get a couple more avocado dyes out of that. Now, remember when you do that, it may seem a little lighter like the second or third time. Usually the third time I find is lighter for sure. The second time it's pretty close to this, but the third time it's definitely lighter. And usually by the third time I don't have a lot left. So, and I also wanted to answer a couple of questions from yesterday. So let me do that too. I'm just looking on the video from yesterday, and there was a couple of questions on there I wanted to answer, and one was from Laquetta, Pampered Petals. Hey Laquetta! She said, do you rinse the laces when you take them out of the dye bath? Excuse me. No, I don't. And there's a couple of reasons why. One, it's a food dye, so it's nothing chemically or anything like that, and I've never done it ever. I've avocado dyed quite a bit and I've never done it, and I've never had an issue. The other thing is that these laces aren't going to get wet. I don't think much of the dye will come out if you wet it. Some of it probably will, but the laces are super soft. The seam binding is super soft. I've used this seam binding on tons and tons of stuff. Some laces that I've avocado dyed I've used on mixed media, which has had sprays and things on it. I've never seen anything run. I just don't feel that it needs to. It's not anything harsh or anything that would hurt anybody's skin because it's an avocado. So that's why I don't rinse them. I just don't bother. But I know some people may do, and I'd be interested to hear from anybody that does rinse their trims. Do your trims come out lighter? So let me know in the comment section below. And Lynn Bentley, hey Lynn, she said she's tried avocado dyeing a couple of times, but no success. I may try it again though. Yes, definitely try it again, Lynn. I really think the secret is boiling it, bringing it up to the boil and giving it a hard boil for a couple of minutes, and then letting it simmer for a bit after that, and then leaving the pits and the skins in the water and letting it cool. Because I just find that when you let it cool and you leave everything in the water, that's when that rose color comes out. It seems to cool down to the perfect rose color for me. So maybe that's the secret. I don't know. Again, you know, if anybody knows anything about that, leave it down in the description. and let us know, or in the comment section and let me know. Bonnie Nevels, hey Bonnie, said I have dyed with red beets, and because I had mentioned that yesterday in the video, and she said it works really, really good. That is cool, Bonnie, because I want to try that, so I am going to try that. So those were just some of the things I wanted to touch on. And the other thing I wanted to say too is that I've watched a video a while ago about natural food dyes and things, and a really interesting video that I came across was using onion skins to dye. And I've been saving onion skins. I know that sounds weird, but I'm saving like the brown onion skins and the red onion skins, and I'm going to do 2 separate test batches and see what you get. Apparently with the brown onion skins you get green. I know that's weird, but green, and it's a really nice green, so I'm going to try that for you guys and let you know how that turns out. I'm assuming with the red you might get some red or pink with the red onion skins. I don't know. So that is coming up, so stay tuned for that. So let's get back to the laces. This lace was actually gifted to me from the lovely Crystal Gill, and it was a beautiful white color, and now you can see that it's a gorgeous, gorgeous pink color. I love how this came out. It's a beautiful pink, and again it's in the same sort of soft pink tone as this one. But I'm going to leave that there for a second because I want to show you this. This is a piece of dangle trim, and it's more of a peachy pink color. And I don't know if the camera will pick up the difference there. I'm hoping you can see the difference. This is more pink, and this is more of a peachy pink. So, like I said, you get quite a range of colors in the pink family. All of these trims were originally white. This is more peach. Again, you can see maybe there, that's a good example. There's quite a difference there between the pink and the peach. So it depends on the fabric of the lace that you're using, what kind of color tone you get. Like I love this one for a more vintage project, and then I would use the pinks for more of shabby chic type projects. So there's that. And then this was a little cotton trim, which is more of a peachy pink. That came out. And then this was also a cotton trim, a flower trim, and I usually cut all these flowers out. So that's a nice piece to have all those flowers that I can now cut out of that cotton lace. I really find cotton is the best, but you know, anything goes. This is not cotton, it's more of a man-made, I guess, polyester or something, and it didn't dye very dark. You can see the difference there in the colors. Now this one really took on a beautiful pink color. This is a lovely KS4U lace. It's a beautiful pink color, so that one came out really, really nice. One was in a little bit longer than the other, but I don't know if you'll be able to see the difference. They're pretty close. But that's a beautiful pink color along the same pink as this one. And then this is more in the peachy pink colors. I wonder if I held it up against like a piece of felt or something. I've got a piece of white felt here. You could probably see that a little better maybe. There. There you can see the more pinky peach. So there's that, and then these are just some appliques, again more in the pinky peach family. Most of these that I'm just going to show you here are more pinky peach. That one. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera wire. This one is more of a peachy pink. Somebody asked me yesterday about the beaded trim I put in. This is the beaded trim I put in. Now, because this is more of a man-made fabric, and the thread they use is cotton, the cotton thread will pick up the color more than the actual material that they used for the inside. So you can see there, it's a very cool effect. And the funny thing is, too, it always makes the pearls look so much brighter and shinier when you dye fabric. So there's that. That one turned out really, really nice. I love this trim. Got it on eBay, that one. This one is more in the pink family. It's a gathered trim from KS4U, but again, it's a cotton. But it came out a light pink. Very light pink. Much lighter than this one. You can see there's quite a difference there. So that, and then this is also a cotton trim, which came out lighter, just like the last one. And then this was a very, very bright white gimp trim, Chinese braid. And it came out a very soft, you can see the pretty soft pink color that came out there. Super pretty. And almost last but not least, the loopy flowers. Look at, they're so pretty. These were originally an off-white color, and now they are this beautiful pink color. So the loopy flowers at KS4U in the off-white take the dye. This has been a good experiment because I've dyed them in the Dylon dye and different colors, and now the avocado dye, and they take the dye just beautifully. So I'm super excited about that. So I know Julie is out of the off-white at the moment, but she's got some, and she's going to be putting those in the store soon. And when she does, I'll come on and do a video and let you guys know when she's got these in the store again. But I'm super, super excited about these. Now, a couple of things I wanted to share with you. There was a couple of things that didn't dye really all that much. And I thought yesterday they may not. Remember this trim I put in, and I had mentioned in the other video that it may not take the dye. It did take it a little bit, but it didn't take it very much. It did kind of shade it into the pink family more than the off-white. But this is not a cotton trim. It's like a man-made fibers in here, so it's, I forget what they call it. I haven't had my coffee yet, so I forget what they call it, but it's not a cotton trim, so it didn't take the avocado dye that much. Let me see here. Where's that lace? You can see here there's quite a difference in color there. But it did shade it slightly, and again with this trim I cut all these little flowers out, and then you've got this trim at the top here, and these little pieces at the top, they kind of look like crowns to me. So there's a lot you can get out of this trim, so that's a fun trim. And then this one was a trim that the lovely Olivia Hernandez gifted me. Hey Olivia! And it's originally an off-white color, and this did not really take the dye at all. It's still the same off-white color it was before. So again, this is not a cotton trim, and that's why. Now, lastly, a couple of things. I had a flower that I had made, and it was in a white, it was actually an underskirt from a wedding dress, and I just threw it in the dye at the end, and I thought, let's see what it does. So when I took it out of the dye, I just kind of set it down and let it dry. And this is the result. Because it was wet, the avocado dye sat along some of the edges here. And you can see, you know, on the top of the rolled flower and all these edges here. But what a cool effect. Isn't that pretty? So that's kind of interesting. So I might make up a bunch of these with that fabric and then dry them the same way, because I just love the effect it gave with the extra fabric kind of pooling along the edges. It just came out so, so pretty. So I love that. So that's an idea for you guys. And also these were two little appliques that I had from this trim, actually. They're the butterfly off of the trim here that you can see there. So I had two pieces that were cut, and one piece I clipped up like that, and the other piece I laid down flat beside the flower. And look at the difference in colors that I got. So that's it for the moment, guys. That's pretty cool, right? That's it for the moment. I hope that you will try avocado dyeing. I love it. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm really, really happy with my results, and I really hope you'll give this a try. So thanks, guys, for watching, and I will be back soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.